Okay, so Boutei, the man, the myth, the legend himself, the dev of Chronostory, has finally dropped the last 4th job teaser for the best class teaser, by the way. And that is for Buccaneers and Corsairs. I mean, honestly, who cares about Corsairs? Let's go and take a look at Buccaneers first, because as for the Thief teaser, we already watched it once, but I only watched it once. And so this will be like our second look to really consolidate our opinions on what he's done so far. And I will say, I have some mixed feelings, but let's go ahead and get right into the teaser. Oh my god. I will say though, I wasn't really as hyped compared to Shadowers, especially. I think Shadowers got the best upgrade out of all jobs so far, but let me see what we think after this this look-see here. Okay, hold on. I gotta make sure, because some of y'all dropped by as soon as I went live. I'm like, hello? I wasn't expecting anyone to be here. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look. Maple Warriors, pretty standard. Now, loaded dice. So, unfortunately, we cannot pick our dice roll, but it looks like we have increased odds for the better stats. Not bad. Demolition is so good. Okay, here it is. The Kamehameha. Energy Cannon. Now, I was looking at previous patches. Apparently, the Kamehameha came in the MapleStory Red patch. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure, according to the Orange Mushroom Max for GMS updates, like, I'm pretty sure it's MapleStory Red. And Kamehameha, we'll revisit this. Just watch. But as you can see so far, we're missing one skill. Now, Sonic Step, oh my god. Sonic Step is going to be... I have a great comparison to what... Every time I would be using Sonic Step, if it doesn't make it through the official release for 4th job, I have a good video or clip from One Piece. I'm pretty sure you might know if you've been watching One Piece. Episode yesterday was fire. Look at that Kamehameha. Feels like it's too loud. Look at Demolition. Oh my god. Beat him up. Beat him up. I love it, man. Rush move. Oh, look at that. The combat step. Oh my god. Alright, transformation here. Unfortunately, I would say the Kamehameha doesn't feel as cool. Nah, I'm not gonna lie. If you guys didn't catch it, there is no Dragon Strike, so Boutei did replace Dragon Strike with the Kamehameha. And it's like removing Triple Throw from Night Lords or Hurricane from Bowmasters. I'm glad that Demolition is in the game still, at least for the proposed changes, but I'm pretty sure Dragon Strike was one of those iconic skills, you know what I mean? So you remove that, then I guess we have Demolition, and our new key skill will be Kamehameha. So I believe this is a super transformation. It is the orange one. Look at that combat step. Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna play the video right here. But freaking the combat step for Buccaneers is literally Sanji's moonwalk. I already have it prepped. Yo, man, this is us. Oh, we flying. We flying. We will be maneuvering in the air. I think, at least according to skill description, you're able to use in the air, so hopefully. Well, yeah, us walking in the air. Oh, this is us. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, please don't flag me for copyright. Alright, anyway. Like, look at that, man. And the Snatch too. You're literally Sanji and Luffy in one character. You got the rubber arms. The range for the Kamehameha and not the fact that we don't have Dragon Strike is kinda disappointing, but not to mention the Kamehameha range Because I believe the trade-off was less range for spammability. Is that even a word? It is now. Added to the dictionary. Because I was looking at the old Kamehameha. It's super laggy, but it has a great horizontal range. Yeah, I don't know, man. Me personally, I'd rather take Dragon Strike of some sort. Although I'm glad Demolition... Look at Demolition go! With Speed and Fusion? Oh my god. Y'all better be remaking your Dice Mules right here, right now. You're gonna need at least a 127 Buccaneer. For max SI. That way you get the Dice buff. Wait, is the Dice... So, if you guys didn't know, there is a new Dice number added to the buff. It's 7. And 7 does give crit damage. It does give crit damage and crit rate. Oh, more beard meets food. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Corsair. Yeah, I'm not too sure, but yeah, here it is. Roll 7 is not available. Increase crit chance and crit rate. I mean, crit damage and crit rate. I said the same thing twice. But thank God removes roll number 1 and... Wait. Rolls 2 and 3 effects times 2. Isn't that the HP and weapon defense buffs? Oh, hell no. We all want 4, 5, 6, and 7 at this point. So I'm assuming roll 7 is also party buff. So it's basically another SC. Oh, hell no. Buff story all over again, man. It's one thing that we're trying to avoid. You get SE and the dice roll buff. That's a lot of damage. No memes. We got the E boost here for the flame spitter and... Oh, flamethrower and ice splitter, I guess. Iconic battleship. So it seems like the battleship does not have an HP bar anymore. Pretty good. That way you don't have to like get off the ship during each special attack during Zack or Horntail. I think Horntail especially. You don't gotta weave. Unfortunately, between Buccaneers and Corsairs, I'd probably give it to Corsairs for this one. Buccaneers didn't really seem as hype. Y'all see my Chatterer reaction? Chatterer was the most hyped this one. Is that even the word? Chatterer 1 definitely nailed it. Like, who knows? Maybe I'll delete this book. Nah, I'm just kidding. Imagine me delete my pirate just to make a Shadower. Yeah, well, I don't know about this. I don't know, between Kamehameha and Dragon Strike, I kind of would prefer Dragon Strike, but... I don't know, I just... Well, the first time when I saw the Buccaneer teaser, I'm like, I wasn't as hyped, unfortunately, compared to the Shadow. The Shadow one was... nailed it, but... unfortunately, the Pirates seem just kind of mid. Still better than the Bowman stuff, I think. Looks like you have a mini FMA. 3-second cooldown. Whoa, what did range... Okay, nah. If you guys really want to spam your ultimate, all you have to do is just play Corsair. They do everything. They train like a fire poison with their fire skill. The best ability in the game with wings. Turn those boots on, just jump across the map or float across the map. Good single target. You have a free battleship that I'm pretty sure you'll always be on. Although I don't think you could use wings in the ship, right? So maybe not. We'll see. Have a 3-second FMA. Not really like a full FMA, I think, but it does cover, at least in this video, a good chunk of range. Good coverage. So yeah, if you guys want to play a well-rounded class, I mean, you might as well just play Corsair. Yeah, level 21 loaded dice. You have SE and yeah, you basically have an SE. I wonder if it's going to be stackable with Sharp Eyes. It's going to be insane, man. Frame drops? What? Is that me or is it video? I don't even know. But that's pretty much it. But yeah, Buccaneers would be the ultimate pirate meal because like you get SI and dice buff. Which is basically SC at this point, if you roll the 7. Alright, but that's pretty much it. As you can see, it feels kind of underwhelming. I will say Kamehameha when I first looked at the skill. I'm like, oh, it's there, it's in. But, I don't know. Yo, what's good, J-Legend, C-Mac? I did notice, I'm not sure if chat's popping up. Again, I did not touch anything, but maybe something broke. Let me see. Let me just test it. Yo, Incubus, thanks for the follow. Yeah, chat's not popping up. Uh-oh, hold on. Dude, I swear these settings, I don't touch anything. And somehow they just break. I don't know what's going on. Alright, hopefully this will fix it. Keep spamming dice. That was a test server, so I'm pretty sure it'll still have its original cooldown. Yeah, for some reason, it's not showing up. Oh man, well, why did it break, man? I didn't do anything since the last time we streamed. Hold on. Yeah, the teaser, man. Shadowers definitely got #1. Top of the list. I would say probably DKs as well, and everything else is kind of whatever. But you already know, for bossing, I'm holding down Demolition. As we should. Yeah, I don't know why it's not popping up today. What? What's going on? Maybe the bot just broke. Oh, maybe I had to update it. Oh, wait, hold on. Is there an update? Oh, wait, no, there's no update. I don't know, man. Oh, well, I guess your guys' messages won't be popping up, unfortunately. Let me try one more time. Yeah, typically it just pops up instantly. I guess not. Oh well, it's a problem for another day. Alright, but today, I kind of just want to just go through these, nostalgic maps. And what I mean is, like, I don't think we ever went to Ice Watches, right? Grim Phantom Watches? I don't want to go back there. You know, with Omega Sector, you don't really go to Deep Loot anymore. Possibly just Vikings, but pretty much deserted at this point. I was thinking about Gatching, but I guess not. And there's a lot of people online. Pretty good. Yeah, I was thinking about scrolling something, but I will pass on it. I think I have a Ludi map, huh? Be very surprised if there's someone in Ludi. Basically, everyone's either in Deep Sea or a Mega Sector. I mean, technically, Ludi's just right there, but if we can TP, man, I'll TP. Oh, there's a noob. Oily man. Blinker alert. You're banned. Artale, I'm not sure if you can see everyone. Wait, what the heck? We're back in the Mega Sector. Oh, hell no. I guess we gotta manually walk ourselves. Wait, can't we just use a rock? Wait, hold on. I gotta say for everyone, but I will say I left because the content took way too long to be released. Especially stuff that they already have in another region. It didn't make any sense to me. That was basically the #1 issue. Like, at that point, I just went back to GMS. Like, would I rather be 170-ish? Probably even higher than that in Artale or 290 GMS. For sure, any day, I would choose GMS. And the reason why I say this is because the content potential is just way much better. There's a higher ceiling. I didn't really enjoy logging onto the game anymore. Even though MapleStory in general is pretty similar. Like, the #1 reason for me playing old school is the social aspect, right? The community vibes and... I think I went the wrong way. It's the right side. I'm willing to bet the community there is pretty much just the endgamers, right? Very small. It reminds me of GMS reg server in Scania. Community is very small. And the growth for Artale, I don't really see it at this point. Like, their main selling point was they were the quote-unquote official old school server. But that won't be like... They won't be able to hold that monopoly for that long. Fast forward to now, there's so many other... Not really so many, but more options to choose from. Actually, wasn't there the other ice watches? I forgot how to get there. Wait, isn't it right here? This it? I think so, right? I remember trying this map. Wait, is this... Wait. I remember trying this map in Artale, and it was pretty bad. The spawn sucked. Obviously, Chronostory is a lot better here. Oh my god, we still miss? I'm just gonna be messing around today. I'm gonna be visiting these maps that we never got to be in. Nah, the chat will be popping up on stream. I don't know why it's not working today. I didn't really do anything since last week, I think. Well, yeah, and also with the new Buccaneer skill, with the Skywalk skill, like, what are you gonna do with backspin? I guess maybe you still use backspin, right? But it's like, it kind of makes backspin obsolete. So there should be like an advantage. I didn't really check in the video, but if you can still use that combat step as you're in mid-animation for other skills, maybe it'll be a lot better. But if you can't really use it in between during a skill, then what's the point of it, like having that over backspin? Because backspin at least you damage monsters a little bit. I guess maybe you move a little bit faster, but it kind of competes with the two skills. Me personally, I will always be using combat step if it doesn't make it through to live. But I don't know, we'll see. These are just tentative proposed changes. So we'll see if it makes it through. Thank you, Jiloch. I am doing well. Hope everyone here is doing well as well. Well as well. Proposed changes. I did see that. Again, someone mentioned Dino, and when it comes to that guy, honestly, I don't know. Ever since you sent me that weird DM, I'm like, yeah, man, I don't really have the good impressions of that guy. But I will say, if it's not from Nexon themselves, I don't really care about it. I didn't see it though. I look at the doc, I'm like, maybe it's real, maybe it's not, but the difference between these sources, right? Like, for example, with GMS, there's a twins, you know, a Reclo game. You can literally tell that that guy works for Nexon. Like, whatever that guy, that GM tells the twins, which they share on stream, you can tell he's a verifiable source. In this case, is this source actually verifiable? I don't know. But that's just my opinion. But I will say, like, to be honest, man, I call cap that he interviewed Inkwell during MapleCon. I call cap. But we'll never know, right? Hey man, if I meet Inkwell in real life, I will ask him like, hey, did you meet with this guy? Did you talk with this guy during MapleCon? If he tells me yes, then okay, I'll believe it. But if he says otherwise, like, I call cap, man. As much as I say the internet is a wholesome place, more often than not, it's not. That's all good, I guess. Like, I forgot the name of that GM and for that GM for GMS. But he's pretty well known. Like, whenever he pops up in chat, like, everyone knows he's legit, you know what I mean? That's the main difference. Although, who knows if the GMs are even using, like, their real name or not? If they're just using an alias or something, but you really gotta be, I guess, what's the word here? Skeptical. But from what I remember, I only like skimmed through that document. It kind of seems like they hit, well, if it's true, they hit pages hard because, like, your stun chance is now tied to your final attack, which also has a chance to proc. So there's RNG to stun. I'm like, nah, man, there's no way. Just keep it as a passive, but I don't know. But yeah, since all the fourth job teasers has been out, I will say number one will be Shadower. Like, if I could, I'll make a Shadower instantly. Based on off of those changes. 100%. But then, like, other than Shadowers and DKs with Dark and Pale, I mean, like, everything else doesn't really seem that interesting, unfortunately. Like, there are good, like, conceptually, they're all decent, I would say. But I would imagine from a developer standpoint, it's really hard to balance, you know, like modern and old school. These things apparently drop a scroll. I don't know what scroll this is. Oh, these things drop accessory for decks. Wait a minute. We might need this in the future, guys. Wait, hold on. Maybe unconsciously, I came here because in the future, we're gonna need these scrolls. Might as well stock up. I'm also kind of concerned about the dice buff and sharp eyes. I mean, if those two stack, man. Oh my god. At least in this case, sharp eyes is more consistent. For the dice roll, you have to RNG for it. I don't know, you guys think sharp eyes and dice buff should stack? I mean, everything else so far seems to be stackable, so there's a high chance that they will be stacking, but it would just be more incentive for like buff parties, buff meals, which I'm trying to avoid. Not really too sure how much crit damage and crit rate you get from the dice buff, but I would probably say they're very similar to Sharp Eyes. Let me pull up that the OG Buccaneer video with the Kamehameha. I was looking at this the other night. I think I typed in Buccaneer Kamehameha MapleStory and it just popped up. Oh, here it is. I think this is it. I'm gonna mute this guy because he yaps. This is what I'm talking about. So this is the old range and like lagginess of Kamehameha. Yeah, I'm 1080p, but the bitrate he's recording in is very low. I don't remember the other move, but Kamehameha skill is what we're gonna be referencing here. But look at that, it covers the whole platform. Look at that. But I think in Chronostory it'll be kind of too OP, maybe. Like, I don't think in this red update they have Snatch. So I think they lost Snatch for this increased range. And the skill seems to linger and it does more than one line. Okay, this is a bit race kind of throwing me off, but that's what we're referencing. That whole, like, coverage. Pretty good range, but it's so laggy. It's not as bad, but I don't know, we'll see. I have not been lurking around the suggestions channel, but I'm not sure what people are coming up with, but I will say at that point, like the range difference between I think Dragon Strike and his proposed Kamehameha is they're very similar, right? I'd probably argue Dragon Strike is better because I would assume if you jump, you can hit like another platform above you. Like there's not really a benefit other than the visual component to using Dragon Strike over Kamehameha. So yeah, I don't know. It was good, Donnie. Yeah, I've not been playing much. But today I figured I'm just going to go through all these forgotten maps for today. It's not going to be the best rates, but We'll just be vibing here. Hey man, I don't know. I just picked a random date. Like I think I said this before, but I picked June 16th because I believe GMS gets their big summer update on the 17th. So I just kind of base it off of that. And you know, based on whenever he set up that poll, like, oh, what should be the next content to be worked on? So based from that date, I just chose the 16th because it made the most sense. Within like a month or two, within that time range. Hey man, but that's just my guess. Again, although I will say props to us, we predicted the teaser order, as we should. And before all the conspiracy starts yapping, I'm like, no, I do not. I'm the same. I'm in the same boat as you guys. I don't know anything. Okay, I'm blind as well. Not only am I blind in real life, I'm also blind in game when it comes to content updates. I don't know what's gonna happen. Kind of exciting too, because that way, like, there's no... I don't know. What's the word? Like, I don't have to hide anything. You know, it's just a lot easier. That's why I've been saying, like, if you're a GM, you, like, it's good. It's not impossible, but it's gonna be super hard to be objective. And, like, for example, it turns out one of your good friends is, like, macroing, scripting, or RMT, and, like, at what point, what do you do? So, I'm a firm believer, like, in this case, like, you cannot be a GM for the game that you actively play in. It's gonna be really hard, because, like, once you've, you know, through the grapevine, you find out all about these, like, rumors and whatnot, these accusations about other players. You know, it's gonna warp your perspective on, like, what judgment you should deliver. And that was the main issue for Artale as well, which I didn't really like. I guess that's also another reason why I moved on from Artale, because, like, I've heard some other corruptions in private servers about their GMs and whatnot. Whether they're being creeps or they're just abusing their power. I can't really verify it for myself, but I had a gut feeling something similar was going on in Artale. There's just no way, man. I guess you could say this for any game at this point, but it's just gonna be really hard to, like, separate between being a player and a GM, you know? We'll see. I mean, hopefully its fourth job is officially released by the countdown timer. It'd be pretty cool, but if not, we can all say and agree that Booty's doing more than the Classic World team in GMS. We'll say that. One-man army. I don't even know how much XP we started off with, but I think we found, like, one potential useful scroll. Alright, I think J Legend... What did he say earlier? Oh, classic news, right. So if you guys don't know... Well, I think it was Friday, right? Was it Friday? I don't know, but sometime last week... Nexon did release, like, a stats report for Classic World. And then at the bottom of it, Inkwell did mention, like, a... It's basically like an equal note for a GMS. You know, he'll have this, like, message at the bottom. Well, at this point, there's pretty much confirmed to be another testing phase, which hopefully it'll be more open. You know, you won't have to have an access code to join. But I don't know, like, it doesn't really make sense, right? Because you're worried about, like, quality, right? The game experience, but people already acknowledge that it's in the testing phase. Like, I don't know. I feel like if you had the opportunity to have the most amount of people to play, that means more feedback for you potentially, right? So, like, why would you just cap it at a certain amount of people and have multiple tests where you can just have one big test, you know? You can have one big test, you know, develop along the way, take notes. Here, I'll do next on the paper. Let me pull up this notepad. I still don't know why this is in Chronostory, but it's so funny. Alright, next on. Start typing. Start typing, start writing. Like, I'm pretty sure... Well, I guess at this point, people didn't really know that... at least for the first testing phase in LA, like, it was gonna be in person. I mean, Maplers don't read, right? So, like... Maybe that's why they decide to have, like, mini tests, so to speak. But I would imagine it's just more time efficient and resource friendly to like just have one big scheduled open test. I mean, we've seen it, like at least in Chronostory. Like any other game on MapleStory Worlds, like you can have live updates. They can definitely do it. But they choose not to like actively like work on the game. Like, just push live updates when you have so many people online. Just have them all reset, the client, the game. We'll have them relog back in, test something new. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of, like, Opinion and, like, they're just gonna announce it during MapleCon sometime later this year. Because, like, honestly, I would assume you're working on a game offline, so to speak. So, like, might as well work on it as the game's online. That way you can address, like, bugs in real time. But if I had to, like, make a prediction for the next testing phase, I would probably say they will have an Orbis and whatnot. Because in that little announcement that they put, they did mention Assyria. So there's potential like Orbis, Zack contest, maybe not the boss, but like potentially third job. And there's also that little, you know what? Let me just pull up the announcement. Why not just make it easier so we're all on the same page? In this case, same browser. Now, this is what's called Exploration Report. So yeah, like they have a bunch of stats here. Honestly, who cares? It's funny how the same guy hit level 30, 40, and 50. The first one. Same person. I believe for the when this was first released as well. I think they messed up with the warrior and like magician's placements. But that's pretty minor. Alright, this is the message I'm talking about. So you can just ignore the first paragraph, it's just, you know, whatever. The juicy ones are towards the bottom. And this is what I was talking about. Like, who the heck is this? I'm not sure it's gonna be blurry. But this person right here. It looks to me like this is probably related to Forgotten Hollow, right? I'm still kind of sad, man. They missed a good opportunity to add Astaroth. I don't know why they're not doing it. The OGs will know who Astaroth is. But this reminds me of like a fairy. maybe connected to what was that one area in Ludi? Like Ellen Forest, right? With the what's that fairy's name? The boss, Affinia? Maybe she's related to her. And the whole controller support as well. Although my motto is if I'm on my desktop, I'm using a mouse and keyboard. I don't care. Anything else? Sure, I'll use a controller. I've never really tried using a controller for PC gaming. Maybe grinding would be a lot better, but okay. But that's pretty much it. This is like the juicy part of this announcement. Yeah, you can see here, world expansion, testing the Assyria content. So yeah. I don't know, we'll see. Only time can tell, they say. What other map should we go to? Like, we don't have... Dude, man, if we had Heims... How likely would it be for Heims to be like the best map in the game? Increased spawn, you know, like really flat map, easy to rotate, especially if you have a rush skill. But I guess at that point you're missing out on drops from Leafery, but that's why we'll have Newts and Skellies soon. Possibly Wyverns. That rock? I think you're talking about the PQ. The PQ, yeah, but there's also like a theme dungeon that had like a boar as a boss, and then there's the fairy. I'm pretty sure her name is Affinia, because I remember back in the day, she would drop a ring, and there's actually a Meso making method with those rings. You would like farm the boss, kill her, get the ring drops, and you would extract those rings for crystals. I believe everyone wanted these crystals to make their, Oh my god, if you guys remember this ring, Angelic Blessing? You guys remember that? Angelic Blessing. Where you were like, it summons like a fairy holding like a purple crystal. Gives you 5 weapon and magic attack buff. I'm pretty sure that's why like people were, at least for me, you know, I was young and dumb. Maybe I'm still dumb. And, you know, you might as well call me young, too. But I remember doing that boss, just spamming her over and over because, again, you just get these rings to drop, extract them, and just sell the crystals. Do you feel so weird not having chat pop up? What happened, man? It's kind of triggering me now. Let me try one more time, man. I don't know why it's not popping up, man. I changed absolutely nothing. Oh, I think I know how to... I think I know. My Buccaneer, I have not been playing on or off stream. So my Buccaneer's still sitting at the same level we left off last time. I believe it's 151 or something, or 150. Right, how about... Alright, let me see. What if I just change one thing in the settings? Hopefully this will fix it. That was good, Fanta. Oh my god, fix it. Oh, I'm a genius. There it is. Alright, y'all behave, y'all behave. So dumb, man. Alright, there you go. Now it feels as it should be. Oh yeah, the Absolute Ring. Legacy. Not to mention the Evo Rings as well. And those Evo Rings were so busted. Oh my god. All stat for free. I think you gave you every stat, right? All stats, HP, accuracy, avoid. I mean, they're useless now, but... Hey, yo, Fanta, that comment was not necessary. Come on, man. Oh yeah, but sorry, different worlds will play in one world. Honestly, they should just consolidate everything to one world. And just have a lot of channels. Make it easier. Because as soon as you start dividing up regions and whatnot, like, it's gonna go south so quick. Especially when the game starts to apparently die. And then, like, similar to GMS, you're gonna have to, like, re-merge or merge all the worlds again. I guess kinda, you know, kinda messy. Like, you can just avoid all that by just having more channels. And we know for a fact, at least in KMS, it's possible to have a lot of people on the same channel, if not have a lot of channels. Oh, it's possible, alright. It's just like, are they willing to implement it? But maybe at most, maybe 2 worlds, depending on like how hectic the first world is, but... I don't think it's good to have multiple worlds. Like, compared to back then when like they had like how many worlds? Like 10 plus, like I don't think it's viable. Because like if what the Doomers are saying is true, like people stop playing after the first year or something, then you're gonna have to like revisit the worlds, merge them all back, and then deal with the whole transferring characters thing. Although I will say, speaking of transferring, I mean, at least in GMS, for example, the Challenger world, all you gotta do is just sign up your character to be transferred, and then that's it. It's done in real time. Just re-log into the game and boom, your character is now moved to another world. So I would say it should be a lot easier theoretically, but I guess if you have thousands of people trying to transfer at once, then maybe it's a different story. Ads? I don't know, man. I'm not too sure on Kick, but... as long as my PC don't blow up, might as well stream to there. Alright, we should find like another map. The problem is like there's not really too many maps out there. I was gonna say Korean Folktown, but not yet. I'm pretty sure we got an Ilby, right? We got an Ilby from the White Wolves already. Oh, I guess there's the beans. Oh, the beans! I think I was hunting there for like a hat, right? I think I ended up using it. I think that's the current hat that we found from there, right? But it's not really iconic. That's the problem. Oh, I know what a map is iconic for us. The Dark Hornians. It was floaty? I don't know. Well, I haven't been playing actively, so like I can't really tell. Hey man, if it got smoother, so be it. It's even better. Groupings. You know what, C-Mac? Just for you, I'll go in groupings. Which map is it? Yeah, Yeah, today I just want to like just go around random maps because I know once Leafy drops, what the better parts of Leafy drops, we're not gonna be revisiting these maps. Like we're just gonna be perma and deep Leafy, I guess. Let me just get to orbit. Oh wait, I keep thinking I can just double click on the world map and just TP there. Nope, cannot do that. I mean, at least we got one access. Well, you got 3 accessory with deck scrolls, so it wasn't all for naught. The class, yeah, I talked about that earlier. I didn't really go over it, but like, if it's not officially released by like a verifiable source, I don't really care for it. Wait, was it TP always 100k? Damn, inflation. TP to another station? Whoa! Interesting. I think that's new, right? 100k? God damn. I remember just skimming through that whole Google Doc. But I don't really pay attention to it. Like, it's pretty interesting, but... Are these group ins? Alright, we're on the right track. I'm pretty sure this is the CMAC map. I don't really have a goal right now. Just today we're just going to be talking about the teasers if you guys want to talk about it. Classic world stuff. Because again, like once the better parts of Leafy is released, I don't think it will be leaving that area. Like everyone is going to be there permanently. But I'll try to get whatever XP I can get on this guy. It's definitely a lot easier too, because like I don't have to worry about NPCing as often. Actually, wait, maybe we have something scroll worthy here. Wait, hold on. 10 stack gloves, 11 stat. Yeah, I'm 23 archer overall? Come on, man. Yeah, maybe not. We didn't really get anything from the Phantom Watches, but you never know. Dude, you see, man, this map is ass. I don't know how you stay here even without this OP spawn rate. But what were you hunting here again? Oh wait, wait, you got 2 scrolls? Wait. Healed for luck? And then we got something else here. I don't know. Actually, let me clean up my inventory. Right now, it's unsure if the mages will have a mini cooldown, so to speak, where each time you kill a monster, it reduces the cooldown by a few seconds. Or is it just going to have a spammable FMA like how it was before? No one knows. I mean, technically speaking, Corsairs with the Bird Storm skill, technically that's spammable. I mean, it has a 3-second cooldown. You can't stay in one spot, but it has really good coverage for 3 seconds if you ask me, so that would probably be the closest thing you can get. I kind of am a fan of just having a mix have a short cooldown, but if you're mobbing at the same time, as this goes off cooldown, then you can reduce it. Or, you know, if you want to have FMA with no cooldown, you gotta make it so they're ass embossing. That's just how it's gonna be. Yeah, we got a mall? What is this? At least from what we've seen, definitely Ice Lightning is the best mage by a long shot. Just for farming purposes. Although FP's Paralyze does mob as well. But Chain Lightning has a better range, I would say. I've been AFKing at the crab again. So I did get a membership, but I had enough money in my bank to buy another bond, so I just did that. My strength is now at level 92. Slowly getting there. Yeah, and then my Blood Moon armor set broke, so I sold that. And then I got the Obsidian set. And I think it does even better. It gives you better rates than the Blood Moon set. Like crab, I'm getting like between like 80 and 90k. Sometimes 100k. Depending on how hard we hit, but definitely scales a lot better than Blood Moon at this point. Earring? Wait. Okay, guys, hear me out. So it seems that these guys drop a lot of blunt hand weapons, right? In Classic World, we're gonna go Paladin. So maybe we come here to farm. I mean, we got a 2 blunt hand blunt weapon. We got this Tamis. Hey man, I think this is a secret map for Paladins. I'm taking notes. So maybe C-Mac was onto something after all. I'll give him the credit. We come here to farm a level 60 weapon, I guess. Best case scenario, they fixed the whole weaponsmithing stuff, so like it's more balanced. And what I mean by balance is that it actually has like one-hand weapons. I believe during the testing phase, everything was like two-handed weapons, so not really favorable for single-hand users. It's pretty ass. Not to mention, apparently we can get the Deadly Fin max roll too. Hey, maybe this is our map. There is a high chance that the next online phase, testing phase, the Classic World will have some teasers to their job. I don't know, maybe you guys know more than me, but like when they released Orbis, what did that update bring? I wish I knew, but I never was playing MapleStory that early. Because depending on what that specific update brought to the game with Orbis, at least, and then we can think of some sensible changes that they might include, you know. Like one of these days, I'm gonna go through like all like the previous MapleStory patches. Like, okay, this update had this. So the time I was saying, oh, it's a chaos update. They had like meaningful class changes. Nope, it was MapleStory Red, apparently. Nah, I don't think this map has any shortcuts, right? And yeah, I will say I haven't really felt a difference here. And has the game been more smoother? I can't tell. And I also thought about doing some GMS bossing as well. I'll probably do that later. So I haven't done it. I don't think I ran bosses last week. Or maybe if I did, I didn't do the party ones. I do know this upcoming weekend is going to be Shining Star Force, so I gotta at least do this week's bosses. But yeah, ever since we watched the NL stuff, the Thief teaser, I haven't been logging in. Wait, do I even did they find a single earring for luck? Found 3 shields for Lux. Evan rotation for what? Culvert? I remember watching this random Ice Lightning Culvert video. This guy swapped like 3 Oz rings in the same run. I'm like, what? Meme video? Yep. Send it in the Discord. I'll pull it up. Although I probably won't even get it because like I don't even know what your skills do. Other than your Ori healing the boss, that's all I know. I don't know. The more I think about the Buccaneer teaser, yeah, I would say at this point, given the range for Kamehameha, you might as well just keep Dragon Strike. I think that's more iconic. I said this earlier, but it's like removing Triple Throw from NLs, Hurricane from Bowmasters, like the same concept. Combo orbs from heroes. And I'm pretty sure the range is very similar. It's like why would you even have Kamehameha? Like there's no benefit. Yeah, share me the video. I'll pull it up. Yo, what's good, Brian? How's it going, man? Hopefully they post it on YouTube, because like I haven't configured anything for Discord. I think it's on YouTube, alright. Is there music in this? me play on my end first. I think it's fine. Okay, whatever. Alright, I'm not sure who this guy is, but it definitely seemed like an Evan main. I will say that. It was good, Liu. How's it going? Long time no see. Alright, so this is GMS stuff. Again, I'm as clueless as you guys. I don't play Evan. Worst class on the history of MapleStory, but let's see what Fanta is cooking or not. The skill coming out from his mouth. I'm assuming this is just like your rotation, like spam your skills over and over. Dude, I don't get this. I don't really get it, but no whiz, no damage has been dealt this past 26 seconds. Maybe mental damage for our sake, but that's it. Yeah, I know about that, man. The only skill I recognize is the Ori. Or not the Ori skill, the one that gives you like a rainbow hyper beam. Maybe that's the Hexa skill. Is that Fanta? Probably. I mean, I think the video was in Korean. Let me check on Discord. Yeah, I don't know why it was posted in... Well, it has the Korean titles, I think. But as I said earlier, I'll say it again. Look, that looks like a... That's what you guys think of as an Evan main. Evan players look like that. They're all the same. Hey Melly, if you want to play Maple, what's stopping you? If you enjoy the game, play the game. Well, this map does not have any shortcuts. C-Mac, how did you stay here, man? I'm assuming the spawn Artale was a lot worse, too. This is just pathetic. Well, we all know C-Mac is infamous grouping Slayer. His dude hit 99 Slayer at groupings. Just spam the same task over and over. They call you Faker? Yeah, faking damage. That's the only Faker nickname you'll get. Yeah, definitely add the HP bar going up instead of going down. Yeah, but that's the videos that only Evan mains can relate to. My class actually does damage, so... Oh yeah, speaking of OS7 Mac, anything new ever since they removed the haunted house? As soon as I gave you all my items, I just love the Discord, man. I'm not gonna linger around or keep up. Another shield for luck? Did we find any earring scrolls yet? You said earring for luck, right? Yeah, we have not found a single one. Alright, we're gonna stay here until we find at least one. It's getting wiped in a few months. Yep, we made the right call, man. Like, I'm not gonna put much time and effort into that, knowing that it's gonna be wiped. Classic World is a different story. Because we already know we're gonna main Classic World. Earring Luck 10. Wait, I could just look it up. By double-clicking on the monster, I can look at the loot table. Yeah, Earring Luck 10. Alright, fair enough. I'll stay until we get at least one. Even though, like, you would probably won't be using 10% at this point. But we got the power C-Mac on our side, so we might as well go for it. Yeah, so knowing that it's gonna be wiped in a few months, are you still gonna be playing? Or is it call it quits? Like, even if it's officially released, I don't think I'll be playing. Like, I like, other than, like, playing for the cope that Classic World ended, that itch has long been scratched, so no reason for us to go back. Dude, imagine at MapleCon, like, it's not even, like, a release date for a Classic World. It's just, like, announcing, like, hey, look. We're gonna hold, like, another testing phase. Everyone who participated can join, definitely, but then, like, we're gonna open up slots over time. I don't know, man. It sounds like a Nexon move to me. What's up, funny man? I met this one person. He had like a 150 NL, right? He was helping me like leech just for like 5 minutes. I think he logged on to his character just to flex, right? And so I told him, hey, wow, good job on leeching. This guy was like, oh, I don't leech. And then he relogged back onto his I think it's Spearman. Maybe it was the HP deal. I recognized that same character at Scarecrow's when we were grinding up. Like, he was there in our party. Guess what he was doing? His ass was on the rope. Yeah, so that is the downfall of having like an optimized like map where everyone goes to. If you can, because you just neglect all the other maps. Like, what's the point? And that is specifically why, for that reason alone, Nexon just gutted scrolls, implemented the spell trace system. So that way, like, you can go wherever you want. But even then, at least in reg servers, scrolls, spell traces are kind of obsolete at this point. That's definitely not something we're going to be doing, you know. Especially for Classic World, like, just power level and then play the game. No, we're going to level up as you play the game. Yeah, the map is really good. It drops, what, GFAs, wand and staff 60s. Just those scrolls alone is pretty worth it. Earring 10? Oh my god, we keep getting shield for luck, man. Get me out of here. I don't know, do you guys think Nexon will eventually implement Open API? Because I know GMS has been asking about it for so long. I don't know, they got stuff to hide, definitely. So from the last time I played, I believe I saw GFAs for like, what? 2 mil each? Hovering around there? How much are they now? Or what's that claw for attack scrolls? I don't know, I just remember something about 2 mil. Are you telling me I couldn't meet my 10 attack work gloves? Damn. You know, that's what happens when you have people actually training on other maps, you know what I mean? Because, like, what my main issue with OSM is, like, okay, where are people getting these scrolls from? If it's not from these quests? These scrolls have to be coming from somewhere. And if everyone's at the chimney, like, okay, well, maybe it's the boss tickets, right? The gash tickets? That's why I think they're so high, because, like, not many people are actually playing the game. What I mean by playing the game, but, like, actually going to other maps. Are brown work gloves even in there? I would assume so, right? Because, like, they have TCG crafting, I believe, at NLC. Damn, man. If I made my own server, how many of y'all would play it? I mean, that's impossible, but... Let's say in a hypothetical world, I'm giga rich, I can hire the best talent. What if I just bought my own, like, license or patent from Nexon? Like, okay, man, I am MapleStory. If it's good, oh my hell no. If it's good, you're questioning my decision making? Alright, first order of business, and those are just dead. You'll be like the Evans of GMS. You do 0 damage. Alright, I think the game will just die. Then and there. It's all good. I'll leave it to Boutei. Boutei has a vision. Alright, man. This is not real. How hard is it to get one 10% scroll? Let me just double check. I'm in denial right now. Yeah, earring for luck. 0.03 chance. And we got like 5 shoot for luck 60s. I don't know, man. Hey, at the very least, we're at 12%. This guy's slowly catching up. Yeah, I probably won't be logging on to the other characters until this guy is at maybe at least 140. Let's see if we can actually make it. Yo, what's good, G? Same to you and everyone here. Yeah, if you didn't see the announcement already, there's definitely gonna be like another like testing period. So if I had to take an educated guess, I would probably say it's gonna be related to third job, but not including for a third job in that phase. But yeah, it's pretty lame how it's taking so long, but I don't know, like, unless I'm a developer myself, I can't really say, like, oh, this is easy. I'm sure it's a lot harder on paper. But, you know, as a Mapler, I don't read. I'm still gonna yap anyway. I'm gonna go, I'm gonna be a keyboard warrior in Reddit and the Discords. Just release the game. I want to play now. It should be more public. I would say, like, again, like, I was talking about this earlier, like, what's the point of having all these, like, separate tests? Just have one big test, do live updates, like, just keep the game online. Have people constantly playing the game, reporting bugs, and, you know, just update things in real time for however long that testing period is, you know what I mean? Like, because I think at this point, they're focused on developing content and actually improving the gameplay experience. I think I would say, like, adding content is always easy. But getting the fundamentals down, at least for class balancing. But I don't know, maybe next one just wants to release a loosely speaking, like a full game, even though it won't be complete. Because if they really want to release a complete game, you gotta wait till fourth job. And everything else added to the game. Like, I'm sorry to say, but if you really want to polish the game, you gotta wait that long. You're a Spotify guy over Apple Music? I'm a YouTube Music guy. Hey, yo, don't tell YouTube this. I might lose my partnership, but if you have like an ad block and you use YouTube Music like on your browser, it's literally ad free. Oh wait, the secret is out. I gotta delete the VOD now. Yeah, like, I would say you're gonna have to make a Buccaneer. It's the best buff meal. You get SI, fake SE. Like, what can you do? I don't know, deep down, I'm really hoping the dice buff and SE doesn't stack. But regardless of the outcome, I'm not gonna complain, because I'm not gonna be having buff meals myself. Dude, we're getting every 10% scroll, but with the one we need. And you'll call me C-Max successor. They call me the Grouping Slayer. Apple Music guy. I mean, hey man. Yeah, what's yours? If it's provided to you, you might as well use it. I know it's so. You know what's so funny? Like, I've always said this, but I always look through my VODs for like quality checks, and it's so funny when I get an ad on my own channel. I'm like, hello? Surely I should have at least ad-free viewing experience from my own channel. Nope. I always laugh when I get popped up with ads. It sucks. Yeah, fortunately for us, we never were around with the accuracy bug for job advancing, but holy, I heard archers had the worst bug. Kind of ironic too, because Dex is the main stat, which gives them the most accuracy. If not, that's the only stat that gives you accuracy. And yet they're still missing. That's pretty insane. Mages never struggle. I mean, they hit anything in the game. But like, even with the accuracy issue, right? Like, I would imagine it's not hard to patch that in real time. I mean, technically they did, but they had to take down the game for a little bit. So I don't know. It seems kind of fishy, man. Oh, if you guys want to say it's an open testing server, then okay. You better do some open development in the meantime as well. I'm very surprised, like, despite all that, they only had like one update, which is to address the accuracy issue. And they believe some minor bugs as well. I heard too, like, during this time, there's also like a Meso exploit going on. So definitely, if the game was officially released, like, I'm pretty sure there'll be a rollback that quick already. But don't ask me what it was, because I don't know about it. I just heard things of it. Oh, saw me, man. I was broke as hell. First quarter 2027. Oh, speaking of releasing, I've heard GTA 6 released their own, like, official date, right? Or was that fake news? I mean, it is internet after all. Yeah, November 19th, 20... Wait. Is it this year? I mean, I never played GTA. Yeah, November 19th. I've only seen, like, the memes and... Oh, wait. A glazed capsule. Don't mind if we do. What the... NPC my glazed capsule. Nah, I'm pretty sure we picked it up. Wait a minute. Bro. Oh, well. I was gonna NPC anyway, but... And I believe MapleCon or MapleFest, whatever they decide to call it this year, I'm pretty sure it's around November or December, right? No, October or November. I don't know, how accurate is it for people to say, like, oh, the game needs to be released before GTA 6? Like, is that really, like... Is the hype for GTA 6 that strong to the point where, like, everyone would ditch every other game temporarily just to play just to play GTA? Oh my god, we got another... Dude, the game is not giving us the score that we need, man. It's telling us to be the next CMAC. Dude, the fin sells for... Wait, no. It's because it's above average. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna lock this max spin for the future of Shadower. Whenever we get there, of course. I don't think I have one yet. And everything else into the furnace. Is that strong? I don't know. I remember watching this random clip where like there's like a cop following you. Like all of a sudden like helicopters and all the cop cars just spawn in as soon as you like kill the cop. Maybe it's not even killing the cop, like if you just hit him once. Wish I had that video saved. It was pretty brief, but seemed pretty accurate to me. I don't know, but with the release of GTA 6 in the future, like what are the chances that Classic will be released before the 19th? Like what are those chances? Oh my god, the wrong 10%. Would these lines drop? Nothing important. Today, I'm not really focused on EXP, just like, you know, I just want 100 random maps. Although we should be prioritizing EXP for a fourth job. My reasoning is we're going to be camped in Leafy for so long in the future. And we might as well enjoy the other maps now. I'm willing to bet everyone is going to be at Leafy, well, deep areas of Leafy, so once you find a map / map order, you lock in the #1 spot. You're never leaving that map. Let the Chaos Wars begin. We're just here because C-Max suggested to us. If you guys don't know already, C-Max has been a notorious group and slayer killer, even in Artale, ever since Artale. And it doesn't matter which version of the game he's playing in. At some point or another, you will find someone in groupings. I would assume it's this map. And if you see someone here, I'm pretty sure that's C-Mac. One way or another. Dude, we're getting all the 10% that we don't need, man. I mean, when it comes to content, I would prefer them to actually, like, address the job balancing changes. Because, again, like, you can always add content. I think that's a lot more easier. I think the order, your priority should be gameplay experience, then job balancing, and then whatever content you want to add. Because if you have the first two things, I'm pretty sure everything else will just be smooth, you know? Farming for 10s? I'm not really farming for 10s. I'm just here because C-Mac's been... Well, he's known to be hunting here forever. So you know what? Let's try to get at least one 10% scroll, just for the hell of it. And then we'll move on. I don't know, I'm not sure which other map. Yeah, also, we had... Oh, I was gonna say, like, if we had more character slots, I could do, like, some challenge runs. You know, just make a new character. Have, like, a few set of rules. Like, you know how for Pokemon, you have, like, Nuzlocke rules? I was thinking about, like, making my own, like, version of that sort for MapleStory. But maybe I'll save that for Classic World. Because these rules are going to be pretty insane. Whatever they might be. Bullwhack? I'm not... Well... At least according to the unofficial skill changes document, if you guys haven't seen that already. I believe someone mentioned something about like them removing the punching mobs for thieves and the bow whacking, right? I don't know, I've said this before, I'll say it again. You keep everything as is until third job. Third job beyond, assuming you max your weapon mastery, which I'm pretty sure you will. In second job, okay, third job, okay. You know how to use your weapon after 40 levels, so to speak. Now you gain the ability to not to like fumble when you're in close melee range for monsters, you know? Or maybe like even halfway, like once you max mastery, okay, you no longer like punch mobs or bull whack stuff. I think that would be the better solution. Once you hit level 20 in weapon mastery, no more punching mobs, no more bow whacking. That way, like, you know, as you're leveling up your other skills, like, you still have to struggle a little bit. I think that'd be, like, the best balance between, like, modern and classic. So you still get the experience of, like, okay, well, you gotta get through the early game struggle, you know? But then after that, like, okay, well, after, like, 50 levels or so, you're over it at that point. I think that's a fair balance. Because you already know, for people who have not been tuning in when they first log into Classic World, like, whoa, I don't hit monsters anymore? This sucks, I'm logging off. Said no one ever, but I don't know, people are strange. In this day and age. You got people like me hunting at group-ins when I'm level 137. And you got people baby raging about the smallest things in MapleStory. Things never change. Dude, I refuse to leave until we get this 110% scroll, man. Where is it? Wait, there it is, there it is. Oh, we got it. I called it. We're out of here. Alright, what's the next map, man? What is, like, an iconic map that we have access to right now? Wait, there's no Pig Beach, right? Is there Pig Beach? Do we have Pig Beach? Has anyone checked? I'll be the person to check. I'm pretty sure we don't, though. There has to be some goon in Vic Island, right? Okay, you're a 304 as a level 38 fighter? Wait. I thought you weren't able to TP into the mothership anymore. Did he not... Did Boutei not fix that? Or like door into the mothership? How does mule at mothership? What? Very interesting. Alright, man. we just have to walk. You don't think it's good design? I know most games don't follow logic. If you think about it in real life, if there's someone right in front of you, I guess you can still shoot the arrow. But like if they're point blank in front of your weapon, that'd be pretty hard to let it flow, you know? Let it fly. But I will use the same argument people have always been using. If there's no punching mobs or bow whacking, it's not classic. And how do you refute that? You don't. Because the person won't ever listen to you. So I'm saying like, as a middle ground, just have it in the game after at least maybe maxing your weapon mastery. I think that makes the most sense. Other than that, though, me personally, after playing OSM, it was such a huge relief that I don't have to like worry about distancing playing on the Sin. But you're not gonna appeal to everyone, so it's similar to like how Boutei has to make the call for 4th job. And, like at the end of the day, you just gotta do what feels best to you. Hey, Mono's here? Okay, if I remember correctly, the beach was like up here, right? In Classic World. Oh, wait, we do have it? Oh! And this game is unplayable. No one's here? Dead game. Wait. Where's the Iron Hog at? I'm so sad. So apparently... Oh, there it is. Apparently, day 0 of Classic World, there's like a whole swarm of Iron Hogs here. I'm pretty sad that I missed it. Like, people rush towards this map and they're so disappointed. Oh my god. Alright, but when you think of another map, Toro Shields? Not really iconic. So apparently in the future too, we're gonna get Florina Beach. A revamped version. Oh, you do what? You know what we do need more of? Drake's Blood. Ooh, wait a minute. I know what you guys are thinking. Dude, you have 438. Why do you need more? I'm telling you, man, once we park our ass and leave free, these things are gonna eat. Like, they're just gonna disappear, man. Dude, do it not have any time return scrolls? Dude. How are we gonna get there? Hold on. Is there a cab in Sleepywood? I think so, right? I think again, that I will not do. Let's see, which map was it again? Dangerous Valley, right? Is it east or west? You know what they say, when in doubt, go west. Unless you're GMS. No, I think it's east. Or is it below us? For some reason I think it's below. Yep, it's right here. I got it. Now, this is actually the map where I got my current stack of Drake's Blood. Dangerous Valley too, and here's the reason why. There's a shortcut at the bottom. You literally just do this. That's why I like this map. And just rinse and repeat. 3 Drake's Blood for all. Now, if you don't have a rush move, I have to say you picked the wrong class for this, because I would say this map is pretty bad without it. Maybe like you can just go to like typical Drake's hunting ground. This is where I went for my current stash. I think before I had like 700 Drake's Blood. Cold Drakes? I haven't really visited that map. Which map in Sleepywood is it? I'm kind of surprised how there's no Drakes in El Nath. At least the ice ones. And I also came here for the Steely chance as well, which we did get a while back. I don't really care for it now. But like, if you somehow made a warrior first and you have access to rush, and if you didn't make an ice line, you might as well just go here. You get your earring scrolls as well. I believe both the 60s and 10% drop here as well. So you're getting your attack pots plus your scrolls. Drake's Blue Cave? There's a Blue Cave? Is it Cold Cradle? I don't know, I've never been there. But I will say, with 4th job, I'm pretty sure a lot of people will be hunting Zone Omega. And the fish will be so much faster. I think the first thing I'm gonna do is like, we're gonna be on the hey look, we just found an earring int scroll. 10%. First thing we're gonna do on the Buccaneer is definitely go to Zone Omega. Just spam demolition. Oh, it's free. I'm pretty sure I won't be the only person with this idea. I'm still kind of curious, like, how are we gonna level up the skills? Like, I have a feeling we're gonna get everything unlocked, but like, there'll be like max level 0, maybe, and then like, you're gonna have to do like some quest line to like erase the level cap, or maybe even unlock it. I think what made it a really poor 4th job mechanic back then was like the fact that if you didn't look up any guides or whatnot, it wouldn't, like, you yourself as a player wouldn't know, like, oh, this skill exists. Like, imagine being an NL, you're like level 160, and this whole time you never knew the Triple Thor skill book was a thing. Because it never popped up in your skill tab, right? Like, it wasn't listed there. Like, for me personally, if you have to use skill books, I would, like, have the skill, like, grayed out, or, like, have, like, a lock icon. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, so it's a possible skill for you to unlock, and you know it's there. I don't really have an example, but, like, just imagine, like, this Axe Master is, like, grayed out, and just, like, a lock skill, like, on this icon. Like, similar to, like, when you lock items. Like, there's that lock icon. I'd do something like that, you know? But that way it's more intuitive. But nope, Nexon is like, it's either you know or you don't. You get punished for not having game knowledge. Well played. It's literally that phase. If you know, you know. And skill quests were always a thing. I think that's another earring scroll. Hey man, depending on how many bloods I decide to farm, maybe we'll have a few earring 10%. I'll slam them on the single earrings or something. Yeah, too much junk in this trunk. Hold up. Damn, we have so many wizard potions. Call me Harry Potter. Yep, that was the earring scroll. Not bad. Scroll vouchers. What would they be called? Pages? Imagine they're pages. I mean, technically it makes sense, right? Mastery book. Pages. But you guys wouldn't know. Imagine reading. If y'all don't even read the patch notes, the update announcements, the fine print for signing up for the LA testing, like, come on, man. Oh yeah, wait, nah, I think there's a better map for you, no? If you want to hunt for steelies. But yeah, like, if Nexon does not address the mage accuracy thing, as soon as you're able to hit these things or kill these things with cold beam or ice beam at a decent rate, or you're camping here. Steelies, I don't know. You have to ask a NL main. All I know is, like, assuming these things will also drop the same mage scrolls as well, I'm pretty sure there's no reason for you to go to any other spot. Oh, I know other things that drop steelies. MP3, but good luck. You know, MP3 is also one of those areas, like similar to the Haunted Mansion, where you definitely gotta tune it down. Otherwise, like, for example, like, I guess it's kind of inevitable with clerics especially, but like, people will just flock to that map between, like, what, 50s and 70s? Although, to my memory, I don't remember anything about, like, any of the classes other than clerics going to MP3. But if it wasn't for, like, the mob spawn rate and, like, the steely drop, it's mostly so for, like, the pots. Man, those chocolate bars that they be dropping? Healing for 1k HP and MP? Insanity. And don't forget the cemetery from Artale, those night ghosts. Never got our steelies from there. Looty before Orbis, not deep looty. At least for the Classic World announcement, they did mention Assyria. And honestly, if you ask me, what the hell is Assyria? Is it just Orbis? Oh wait, it says it right here. Basically everything else that's not Victoria Island. And this is why you read, guys. So there's a high chance they're working on multiple areas. Basically everything here, right? Because Minar Forest, Leafree is also part of Assyria. But I don't think Looty is part of it, right? Because it's in the sky. So like it's in its own region. Orbis or Elnath? I think it's this whole piece of land here. I'm pretty sure this is everything here. Otherwise, like, this would be Assyria. This area would be like something else. I don't know. I'm not a... Hey, look, a Steely drop. Hey, look, Fanta, I found your Steelies. Easy. Yeah, by the way, too, like, if you're an NO main and you're missing mage gear, attack boss, you just come here as well. Get your set of Steelies here. Hey Fanta, any chance you have a Soul Reaper axe that I can borrow? I'm not sure how funded you are, but I kind of want to use it for the crab. But that thing is like 300 mil. Like I don't got that. 300 mil my ass. Let me borrow that Soul Reaper axe. I'll be number 1 that has the crab slayer. Damn, you're not that funded? Aw, oh, come on, bro. I thought you were. Oh, well, you are Evan Main, so no wonder you're not that funded. No hands, can't clear the bosses. That's not me struggling at the Blood Moons, though. At the Nagua bosses. Not me. Derek's, it's because you have to manage your HP. Like, I don't have items to lower my HP. And you basically don't get hit at crab. Oh, speaking of Derox, I was also trying to... Well, I was supposed to try out Nightmare Zone. But as with everything related to RuneScape, like, I gotta do more quests for the easier bosses to AFK on, and I don't got that. Rock cake? I did see Locator Orb. Hold up. Locator Orb. How do you get this? Dude, Dragon Slayer. Come on, bro. I don't got Dragon... I can't even do it. I can't even start Dragon Slayer. Dude, like, what's locked me behind, like, progressing is the skill levels, bro. Like... I'm slowly trying to do the quest to level up my skills, but like, I hate questing, man. Rock cake? Dude, why would you even eat these things? The hell? I gotta do the Watchtower quest. Do I have the Rex for that? Oh, I need 40 mining. Bro. Oh my god, man. Hey man, if you call me Jose, I'm not responding. Well, technically I did, so you got me, but... I'm doing well, man. Dude, mining is not AFK though. Because I think I was looking at the guide. You have to, like, power mine tin or something like that, right? I don't know, man. One thing I love and hate about RuneScape is how everything's locked behind quests. So they're relevant, but at the same time, they're annoying. Like, the other day, I just wanted to go to Ice Crabs to train up Mage. I can't even do that. Locked behind the damn quest. Barlamore mod? Ooh, wait. Hey, yo, G, I asked Fantasy, but do you have a Soul Reaper axe I can borrow? That could be the #1 DPS at Crab permanently. Yeah, I have 92 strength, 82 attack. I'm pretty sure I have the stats for it, right? Although I'm trying to max strength right now. I've just been AFKing. You have one? Oh, are you willing to loan it to me? When I say loan, I mean scam, but I said nothing. My RuneScape name is the same thing as my channel name. Hey, free 300 mil. I mean, thank you for your generosity. Okay, Varlamore mines though, like... Is it any mine in Varlamore? I don't know, man. Maybe I'll get to it, but like... Because I really want the Barrows gloves, bro. Let me see. How far am I from... RFD? Oh god, man. I need 70... yeah, I need too many skills, man. But apparently, like, it's better to do the quest anyway, because I'm gonna need the quest points to get to RFD, Dragon Slayer 2, and then, No, I think it's just Dragon Slayer 2 for Vorkath, right? So use it a lot then, never mind then. Ah, good. I was hoping you had a spare. Like, don't mind if I do, man. And we're getting a decent amount of, these earring scrolls. Not bad. Maybe we'll slam an earring. Yeah, so, like, I'm trying to do the quest that I can, like, do for early levels. I don't know, man. I just don't like questing. That's why, like, for Classic World, I'm trying to get to the questing habit. But, like, I know for a fact, like, nothing will be pretty much locked behind a quest line. Like RuneScape. So, like, it's so much easier to just grind through everything. Flesh crawlers? No, like... I think I got, for flesh crawlers, I think I got to like 60-ish and everything. 60 attack, defense, and strength. And then that was the moment where I decided, okay, I'll go to Members World. Everything else was gained from the crab. And like just playing the game casually. I didn't tell you this, but I got my fire cape few days ago. Took me so long though, man, but apparently it was a rite of passage and we definitely cleared that. Although what was really troubling was that, like, with Jad, I couldn't see the minions. So like the first 2 attempts, I had a hard time tagging them. The 3rd attempt, I did tag them, but I died. But it was worth it. That's why we cleared it on, like, I think the 5th attempt. Because the 4th attempt, I kind of messed up. I thought I was in a safe spot, but I wasn't. So, like, when I came back after a break, I was dead. Like, ah, shit. Right now... At the crab, I'm using the obsidian set. Yeah, man, with the obsidian set and the strength pot, I think my max is like 37. It's pretty crazy. That's why I wanted to use the Soul Reaper axe. I want to see what my max hit would be without using any calcs. You know, it would be like a live surprise. Nah, I could wait. That could be for another day. It was good, Tuka. Yeah, man, like, just why I love this map. It's so free. You get your mage scrolls here. Right now, we're trying to get more Drake's blood. even though I have a good stack. Because I already know, man, you're gonna need it for Leafery. Because I'm gonna be using on this guy. And on the Buccaneer, I was never really using Drake's Blood too much. I will be using him on the Buccaneer as well, so... We're gonna need way more Bloods. Level 70 Cleric. What level are Bonefish? I'm pretty sure you're a mage, right? You should be able to hit them. I'll probably say Bonefish, maybe. If you haven't done the Mega Sector stuff already. I think the Tentacle quest was like... What level was that? Is that like level 72 or something? There's a Matan quest. I believe it's 1500 or 1800 tentacles that you need. Normally I would say Jesters, but this is the wrong game. I'm so glad for like RuneScape, like with the RuneLight plugin, you can set your AFK timer to like 30 minutes, so like it's really easy to AFK at a crab. I would just remote in from my desktop on my phone. Just click the crab every 10 minutes whenever I can. Easy. Oh yeah, Tuka, how is Exodus? It's funny how you mentioned Exodus because literally the next day, someone mentioned it on the Reddit. Oh my god, it's pretty interesting. I did take a look at Exodus. I don't know, maybe that'll be the new hype server, I guess, for private servers. But guys, how do you feel about the Buccaneer change? Would you rather have Kamehameha or Dragon Strike? Me personally, after seeing the range for Kamehameha, I think I'd rather prefer Dragon Strike, to be honest. I was kind of hoping Dragon Strike would still be in the game, because like... that was a skill I really wanted to use, but I never did because I never made a pirate back then. But in either case, you know, I'm still a Super Saiyan, so don't mind if we do. And I think Boutei also mentioned, like, he spent so much time with the frames for the transformation animation. So I will actually use the transformation. Like, I will disable the toggle. You can imagine putting all that work and effort into something that people don't really use. Like, what's the point? But, you know, as a developer, you gotta make everything presentable, I guess. So, you can't not have it. We were also taking the look at the Kamehameha earlier. It has definitely a more... it has greater horizontal range, so... that's what I'm saying, like, there's no benefit to using Kamehameha over Dragon Strike other than the appearances. Because the range, I feel like, is very similar, right? Like, if that's not adjusted, I think Dragon Strike would be the way to go, because again, it's like... it's like playing NL without triple throw, Bowmaster without Hurricane, like... I would say it's probably the similar boat, but... that's a Corsair thing. I do like how Corsairs don't have any HP on their battleship though. That's pretty good. Are you catering to those who don't have hands? Yep, but at least it's like I feel like that's the Corsair treatment of like bow whacking and like punching mobs with your claw. But for Corsairs, you know, you don't have to worry about getting off and on your battleship. You know, timing attacks, worrying about the cooldown and whatnot. So at least in my opinion, I think Corsairs are on a good state. Everything seems balanced to me. The issues I would probably say are Bowmasters. Again, I'm not really too sure with the Hurricane turret. And Arrow Storm. I guess the mages are decent. It's just, you know, when it comes to mages, it's all about like, okay, how are you gonna address stuff in maze? Warriors feel pretty okay. I know people don't really like Dark and Pale, but I think it's a good solution to not only do you get a new cosmetic upgrade in terms of like attacking skills, you also have that balance between, again, I always fumble the skills, but the mobbing skill and the bossing skill for third job, like it solves both issues at once. So that's always good. Marksmen feel they're alright. Shadowers definitely is number one by far. Like, the changes are insane for Shadowers. Night Lords, who cares? Did I miss a class? Alright, 4th drop beginner! Yo, we're missing teaser for 4th drop beginner, guys. Wait, hold on. You know, everyone talks about the other classes, but everyone forgets the beginner class. Now hear me out, hear me out. 4th job beginner, Hexa Maroon Mop. Is that the name of the mop? Whatever that 600 attack or whatever mop is, like, you get an upgrade to that? Not bad. GMS Corsair? I guess for GMS Corsair, like, they do have, like, the battleships are literally a summon. Yeah, I would agree that they are pretty cool. I guess that's also another comparison, like, imagine playing Corsairs without the battleship. They were at 600. How many do you start off with? I think like 450, right? How many earring scrolls do we have? I kind of want to slam these. We have 9. Alright, if you pass 10%, I'm slamming 30s on the rest. But yeah, every other 4th draw feels kind of balanced, fair. It's just Mage Ultimate, Bowmaster, I would probably say. I don't know, I'm kind of hesitant to put Buccaneer there, but like, either way, whether it's Kamehameha or Dragon Strike, It does the same thing. But when you think of a Kamehameha, you're thinking about like a long horizontal range, right? Not like a... I'm not even sure how wide that range is. Now you put it into perspective, regardless, you're still going to be using Snatch, right? So whether you're using Kamehameha or Dragon Strike, like, you're still using Snatch first and then using whatever skill to finish off the mobs. That's why, like, I feel like they're very similar. Okay, we got 10 scrolls. You know what? I think we're good for now. Like, I'll come back over time. Now, let me see how we do with these earring scrolls. If we pass one, I'll slam a 30 for the rest. Yeah, man, I can't wait to be flying around the map with combat step. You're freaking kicking air like in One Piece. Alright, you know what? Let's go with the... Yeah, never mind. We'll just use a single earring. Alright, here we go. Surely, right? Wait, I should have bought multiple. One is bound to pass. Surely, right? Surely. Surely. Dude, man, play another sound. Give me the sound of success, not failures. Temperance on my ass, alright. This is the final scroll, this has to go, right? FP Mage? I mean, honestly, as much as I always meme about FP Mages, I probably will play one just so, like, we never... Because Classic World, I really want to play classes that we never played. And, like, Artale, OSM. I guess you can't even say OSM, but, like, Chronostory. So we have FPs, DKs, technically, Corsair, Bowmaster, and a Shadower. Basically, one from each class, which is perfect. Came across my VODs. Hey, man. As much as I like to see that people enjoy the playlist, it is basically me just playing the game, just yapping. Hey, I'm glad it's useful in some way or another. But yeah, like, after a certain point, like, I think after 108, you can pretty much do whatever you want, like. It's not even the progression series at this point anymore, because, like, once you're 108, you literally do whatever. Whether it's working on gear, farming, make another character, maybe. Maybe even get to 120 for a fourth job soon. Yeah, but what's another iconic map, man? We've already been in Ludi, Big Island. Technically Orbis, but not Elnath. Oh, the Yetis. How can we forget it? Nah, nah, no. We gotta go to the Yetis. Oh my god, we gotta walk there? Really? Unfortunate. I really need to start saving up these maps, bro. So, ladies, I'm going to return scroll into town. Don't mind if we do. Ice Lining, FB, might as well. The Mage Duo. Warrior second job. I will say for second job, unfortunately, as a melee class, that's just how it is. But, you know, you can try to cheese early levels. Just solve the accuracy issue. Change the highest level monsters you can hit. But if that's your first character, that's probably not feasible early on, but definitely have that as an option. But if he's a third character, oh, by all means, try to cheese levels. Score yourself with dex / accuracy, and just go from there. If you have access to the alien weapons, I definitely recommend it because they give you base accuracy. Oh, how do we forget about the Yetis? Oh, hell no. At least early on, you can just do whatever, like, do what you need to do to solve the accuracy issue. The trade-off is, you really have to go to higher level monsters. Otherwise, it's not worth it. That's the beauty of Chronostory. You can always reset. There's just no one here? Dude, I remember Yetis were so popular. Now they're just so dead. Alright, this is our tribute to Yetis, man. Although I'm still gonna be spamming shout. 130 gas, 20k vouchers. Yeah, mages, like, you'll do pretty well with just going luckless. And just keep leveling up your mage. I mean, whether or not fourth job will have a cooldown, FMAs, like, you're still gonna be the best mobber in the game. It doesn't matter. Like, you see my ass try to pose it as a mage, but we're not. But I don't want to tell you how to play the game, but I would probably say mage will pay off in the long run. So I'd probably, if you ask me, I'd probably focus a little bit more on the mage. It depends on what your current gear is. Like, bare minimum, make like a decent evil wings, because that would be your endgame weapon indefinitely until you convert to low luck. But that just depends on what you define as like endgame or whatever's suitable for you. Because for me at this point, endgame weapon is like 5 out of 730s at this point. But for you, it may be just be 7 out of 760s. Or 130 and a few 60s. Sorry, that was for Silent. For you, Incubus, literally the mage will solve your funding issues, so I would imagine at this point you don't have to worry about resources. FP Mage missed explosion. Oh yeah, talk about GMS's third job. Or you would use like a poison skill, and then you ignite that poison and it explodes. That's pretty interesting. Because I don't know how they're gonna change the poison mechanic, you know what I mean? Because they already kind of nerfed early game FP with the bubble. I'm willing to bet, like, it sucks early on, but later on it'll be really strong. Like, if the poison dot scales with your stats, it's definitely weak early, but stronger later. Evil Wings, yeah, it feels better because it attacks faster. But depending on, like, maybe on the mage, like, bare minimum, have, like, a decent earring and a decent Evil Wings, and then just go from there. It just depends if you want to make that transition to go to, like, low luck. So, like, you can kind of offset the Evil Wings loss with the Unwelcome Weapon and your other gear and your other mage gear. I would probably say mage is your best bet because it'll always be useful. Like, it's more annoying to farm on a melee class, right? That's why I'm coping so hard and using Shao until we get 4th job, because, like, Slash Blast is so ass. And, like, I don't want to be weaving Coma in, either. Like, I'd rather just use Brandish plus max attack orbs, you know what I mean? Or, like, even in 4th job, as the heroes, we're gonna get the rage skill, so we can pretty much just spam Coma for 15 minutes until you have to recast the buff. But as you can tell from my playstyle, I like comfy and cozy over sweaty and grindy. Also, getting up your warrior too, like, you can get the Brown Dana, which gives you flat accuracy from Lith Harbor. Was it the P robe that gives you accuracy too? So I know, starting off, I was using the black Sauna robe because it gave dex. So if that yellow bathrobe does give accuracy, then that's probably better to use. Because, like, the range buff that you get from having dex over accuracy is not really too significant. It does add up, but you get more value early game from accuracy, just flat accuracy, which is what you want. Yeah, I don't know, because some of it, like, I'm not too sure how flashy Classic World wants to get. I do know in Chronostory, you want to keep skills very minimalistic. Like, that's the whole beauty of Classic, right? It's simple. Some guy actually commented on the Thief video. Like, the beauty is, like, having modern speed, but with, like, simple animations or something like that. I probably butchered what they said, but it was something on that note. That's why, like, Aerostorm is kind of iffy, because compared to, like, every other 4th job skill, it's kind of too much, you know? I know some people like it, some people hate it. I wouldn't say I hate it personally, but, like, I don't think it meshes well with Chronostory. Like, Dark and Pale is literally, like, on the border. It's on the edge. Like, it kind of seems gaudy, but at the same time, it's not. I don't know, it's hard to describe. Extra 30 magic? Yeah, I didn't really look too into I didn't really look much into fire poisons, but apparently the fire arrow also has a dot as well, which I didn't know. I will say though, like our global drop rate is heavily nerfed here. But you know what we gotta do for the Yetis? Not to mention we'll get like some crystal ores, which we'll definitely need in the future, right? For chaos crystals. I think we're running low, but at this point, it's not really worth it for you to come back here. I think post 120, if anything. Like, I'm pretty sure once you get newts, like, no one's gonna be going back here, ever. Like, at this point, since Chaos Crystal is already global drop, like, you're just hoping that you get it from as a drop. As opposed to, like, making them yourself. Like, one thing I noticed about RuneScape bossing as well is that you don't really get punished for just bossing, right? Because you're able to get, like, other skilling materials from the bossing. So in this case, skilling in Classic World is like farming monsters that drop the ores and stuff like that, right? Who knows, maybe in bossing you'll get Chaos Crystals more, they'll be more readily available. It's really hard to say when it comes to bossing because like there's not really much bossing. But out of my mage, my buck, and this hero, I probably would say Buccaneer would be the most fun. Because again, like if you seen Demolition in the teaser video, it attacks so fast, bro. Like I'd be very surprised if that had iframe still, which I don't think it does, but you'll be basically in perma iframe. I would say Buccaneers would be my #1 boss here, 100%. Followed by Hero, because you know mages kind of suck. But it won't be too bad, given that they get like a damage, like a boss damage buff. There's definitely going to be Buccaneer, and then Hero, and then this guy, and then the mage, the Ice Lining. Technically, every boss is doable with any class in Chronostory. Because mages did get like a small like passive buff. So I would imagine they're not too bad. Like they're not just strictly just for the FMAs, you know. They're not only for Leech Story or Farm Story. But with their job, I would say like every class is like every class in Chronostory is pretty much like they're very similar in terms of damage outputs. Now obviously there's some classes that have a slight edge over others. But the gap isn't too wide to the point where like, okay, well, the best boss in the game is absolutely this class. And there'll be some slight differences, but it won't be like how back then where like bishops did 0 damage against bosses. And they're only there to like for seduce or heals or whatever, or resurrection. Like even bishops will be decent. You know what I realized back then? I never joined a bossing party where like the bishop fumbled and healed everyone on what's the debuff? Zombify? Dude, imagine you wipe your whole party because you heal on accident. Hey, y'all lucky I don't play bishop. I would grief the whole party. Just when the boss is about to die, y'all get hit by the Zombify debuff. I wipe the whole party but me. Although I think loot in Chronostory will be instanced. Oh, I'm yoinking, man. Drops are all mine. Party split says who? You know, there's a reason why bishops are the richest class. I think it was Horntail, right? Horntail has a zombify debuff. So depending on how much HP is left, like, you can just time that. Like, okay, I'm gonna wipe the whole party here. I should be able to clear the boss before the timer goes off. You loot everything for yourself. But y'all don't better not get any ideas when you party with me. Wait, how do we not have any use slots? Oh my god. We have so many mana elixirs for the for the future Shadower if we get it. I don't know. I'm still hopeful that we'll get the character slots. Hopefully we do. At least one more, man. It's been such a long time since we grinded from like level 10, I guess. I know with all the kill quests and like these maps. Like I would still say like early game, like I maybe until like level 50 is pretty much the same. I am kind of curious about like the whole pin boom. Like I know there's, well, there has been people in the past where like it was mega like, dude, pin booms are so ass. Looking for a party at pin booms. I don't know what that feels like. Yeah, let me just stay here for a little bit, then we'll go to Dark Yetis. Why not? But yeah, we finally have all the teasers again. There might be some changes before, in between now. Between what we currently know and like actual release for the live Chronostory server. Hey, who knows, man? Maybe Booty's okay. Well, I think everything's ready. Deploy the live patch. Yeah, but there's one thing I'd probably address. It's not even FMAs, it's the whole Bowmaster thing. I would say that's probably like a... not really a divider, but it's definitely one of those concepts where you're gonna really have to think, like... if you push with this Aerostorm to the live server, that means like in the future you're open to like having or adding in more flashy skills. Which could be a good or bad thing, you know? That way you already got your foot in the door. Like, okay, well, you already have this skill. Like, why not add another skill? But that's also like a rabbit hole. You know, but the bad side is that it could become too modern to like, okay, well... this is not why I'm playing old school Maple. Well, my Yetis, today we're just going through like these random maps. Like earlier we were at Grim Phantom Watches. We were at Groupings and Orbis. Red Drakes. We're just taking our rounds around Maple World because I know when Leafree drops, we're just going to be there permanently, so... might as well enjoy what the game has to offer. Before we camp out at Leafree for who knows how long. Now, speaking of, we should probably go to the other Yetis. Might as well. Paying our tributes to these guys. Oh, speaking of, I should probably save the map, huh? But yeah, no particular reason other than, you know, just to revisit these maps. I'm pretty sure with Leafy, with the rest of the Leaf... Oh, I forgot there's a shortcut. It's going to be near Skelly's Wyverns. On loop. Yeah, I believe it's this map, right? Now, if you get one hit with the rush, it would be a lot easier. Unfortunately, we don't. Oh, speaking of fourth job for warriors, isn't it crazy how we're gonna get rush plus? I believe we can hit 15 mobs. That's crazy. Although, is there a world where we even need to hit 15? I'm trying to think of sharks. Do you even hit 15 on a single platform? I honestly don't know. And then beyond that, let's see. I'm gonna take a look at the roadmap. I don't think Temple of Time was mentioned. Oh yeah, there's no Temple of Time. So yeah, we're gonna be parked and leaf free indefinitely. And you got fourth job, Dragon Canyon. I'm actually kind of curious, like, who cares about the Papa Lattice boss? I'm talking about, like, revamped Florina Beach. And Korean Folktown. I know Korean Folktown was on the poll earlier. But people didn't really seem to care about it. I think it was either between that, a few other options, and Deep Sea. Obviously, we got Deep Sea. I don't know. Part of me still wishes that we still got Green Folktown. Like anything to help people level up to to get towards what? Leafray, I guess, right? That's like the next, like a monument. Moving on from Mega Sector, going to Leafray. Like anything that can help people to get to third job or like progress within the third job ASAP. I kind of prefer to have Green Folktown. But I don't remember Florina Beach being on that poll from back then, right? Because from the Classic World testing, I believe Florina Beach was like 40s and 50s, right? So they would probably be like 70, 80-ish. Or they could possibly be on par with a Mega Sector. But Florina Beach is really small, so like unless Boutei adds other areas to the beach map, which honestly, you could just pull some maps from GMS. I think it was called Gold Beach. Now let's be honest, they wiped Florina Beach and replaced it with Gold Beach. Like Gold Beach is literally like the modern equivalent of Florina Beach. Except I believe they removed the crab and stuff like that, right? Because there's only like 3 types of mobs. There's the 2 types of crabs and the torties. That's it. And obviously the King Kling boss. But Florina Beach itself is not really that expansive, so... I'm not really too sure how you're gonna go from that. The Green Folktown is pretty content heavy already, like in terms of maps. But compared to like current boat town, or Florina Beach is just tiny. Yeah, at least for Artale we played during like when the servers were like fresh, so it's like there's probably still some clanking going on, but it's very minimal. Like the first week was definitely peak, and then slowly started to go downhill from there. Now that's just the nature, like, if you have a MapleStory game that's not in Korea, it's like, you gotta deal with all the clankers and armed tiers. But that's true for any MMO, not just MapleStory. Unless you're, I guess, again, unless you're in Korea. But the funny part is, I don't think they even punish you for RMT at that point. Because, like, they take their items very next level, you know what I mean? Oh, so you invest in Bitcoin and all these cryptocurrencies? Oh, what if I told you the OG cryptocurrencies were in-game equips? I'm talking about the 301 Gravens. If you know, you know. $27 attack VSSs, yup. Those were the OG cryptos, if you ask me. Although it was pretty much one-sided, because, like... the dude who made them would profit, but your ass would get banned. But I digress. I can't imagine how the economy is for Artale now. But I would imagine getting new players into the game is pretty tough. Not for any game on Maple Worlds. Dude, how likely is it that Nexon released Maple Worlds knowing that someone would try to make like an old school version, right? So Maple Worlds was a guinea pig for them to test out Classic World, if anything. Technically, I think the number one guinea pig was definitely Maple Lands, but... I'll probably seal the deal for them, but the problem is, that's for only in Korea. Like, how about overseas? Like, I don't think people are that crazy for MapleStory. At least if you compare it to Korea. Like, they're on a different level. Like, the fact that they have their own amusement park dedicated to MapleStory, like, yeah, come on, man. Like, if that doesn't sell it to you, like... Think of our MapleCon event versus theirs. Like, MapleCon sucked ass, to be honest. Last year... But I did go to, like, previous events. Like, those are even better. Like, they were at least, like, decently decked out in, like... I don't know, like, props and stuff like that. It was pretty much like an empty warehouse. Like, there's one room where, like, they had, like, a punching machine, a photo booth. What else do they have in there? Like, one of those carnival games where, like, you have to drop the falling... Well, you have to cash the falling sticks. Similar situation there. I think that was a part of it, the game, sir. Like, if it wasn't for the main room, I'm pretty sure the best room out of the entire venue at MapleCon last year was literally the room with the PCs. You know, we can play on Classic World for 15 minutes. That was the best room. Oh my god, we have no more use spaces? What the... Yo, can we get like a scroll bag or something? Can we get like some scroll bags, mineral bags, like herb pet? What? Actually, I don't think we have any herbs here in Chronostory, but like, if we can get like more inventory slots, can we get like these items to like reduce our need to have all these inventory spaces? Like, just like a 40 slot, like, no, I think there's like a 20 slot production bag, mineral bag, herb bag, something like that. There's like a scroll bag as well. I got it. If okay, hear me out. I'm cooking. So apparently, if the problem is inventory spaces when it comes to like making more character slots in Chronostory, right? Hear me out. You reduce the overall spaces, like for example, our inventory that we see now. You reduce them, but then you dedicate each slot in the item inventory UI to have like a bag of some sort, like a weapon bag, armor bag, potion. Maybe not like a potion bag, but like a scroll bag, you know, a mineral bag. I'm not sure if that will like counteract the slots thing, but hey, man, do like a 40 slot scroll bag, 20 slot mineral bag, bam. This is just me coping. Like, I really want to make a shadow. No, I'm not willing to make a... or use, like, a separate account for it. I want to keep everything on this account. I don't know, man. Once you're blessed by this fairy... oh, you ain't never going back ever again. So yeah, my parts are definitely at least 150. Like, you're just giving these inventory bags to like... not only do you not need as many spaces, because like, I'm pretty sure like... most, at least for your use tab, it would just be potions, right? I don't know, I would have to take a look at like... if there's a stats for it. See how many players like slots are occupied with just scrolls in the use tab, for example, right? Like, if their use tab is predominantly just scrolls, then just solve the issue by just using the bag mechanic, right? Because I don't know, because what I'm thinking at this point, you don't even need this, like, this general storage space, right? Like, your storage will literally just be in between characters. Like, if anything, you can just remove... or, like, just have, like, minimal slots for this main storage. Like, I don't think you need this many slots for storage, right? Because I would say you're probably most likely just, oh, these earrings sell for so much. What? Hey, don't mind if I do. I don't know, man. Why does Nexon have to be so lame? We just give the devs such a hard time. Like, oh, we can give you better, like, stuff to work with. But we're not going to. And the reason why we don't want to is because we want you to optimize the code that we can use for our own games. Oh, I said it, man. I'm banned. It was nice knowing you guys. I haven't looked at their creators like TOA or user agreement or whatever that you have to sign and agree to use their assets. Like, I'm pretty sure it's somewhere in those forms. Something about like waiving rights, like, oh well, if you come up with something, we can use it. It's fair game for us. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they added that clause into the agreement of some sort. But let's be honest here, who actually reads you know, that kind of stuff? Like, you just want to like if you don't agree to it, you're not using any of the services provided by that company, right? You're not going to be able to play the game that you're trying to play, or use any service that you're trying to use, you know? I'm pretty sure like 99% of us would just scroll down to the bottom and just click accept. There could be a clause in there like, oh, okay, you're selling your soul to us, and people will still click okay. Never know, man. I'm not sure if this is true or not, but I remember reading like this news story where like this company added like something specific to their agreements thing. Like okay, well, if you read this, like, you win something. And, like, after an X amount of time, like, someone actually claimed that prize. I'm not sure what it was, but again, this is the internet, so who knows even if the story is even true. What if I just made it up? Who knows, man? Who knows? Alright, I kind of want to try one more map. For the last and final map, where should we go? I think I'll be satisfied for today. Trying to think. We went to Vic Island. Leaf Freeze is going to be excused for now. Ludi, Melnath, Orbis. Because that's pretty. Oh, Deep Sea? I mean, just sharks? Squids? Hell no. I think we're done with that. I don't know. Maybe we should do one deep sea map. Oh, Gobies? I'm just kidding. There's no way. No way. Although I am kind of thinking about it. I don't know, man. Once you go to Gobies, you see them lips on those fish? It's hard to say no, man. The things you can do with Gobies. I'll just leave it there. I mean, you get the black crystal ores. Easy spawn. I'm just kidding. Let me see though. You do need to find one map. After this whole time, I found 14 tickets. Yeah, the global drop nerf is pretty substantial. You're missing out so much loot. Right, let me see here. much junk in this trunk? How many C's? There should be 0 because you don't spell junk and trunk with C's, okay? Y'all actually answered that? I know, something's wrong with y'all. I've been camping gobies too much. Okay, maybe we can choose a pirate overall. Maybe, just maybe. I do need to get my 30 in. Let me slam some 30s, but... I want to slam these on something useful, ideally. Free! Oh, you're banned, you're banned. Bro, you're playing a sin. Why are you here at Sharks, bro? Go back to Squids. What are you doing here? Damn, 700 people? Holy. And that's definitely my all-time high for us. A mega sector? Nah. Like, technically, you're kind of right. I have been neglecting that map, but it just doesn't feel good for us to be there. We're here. You know what? Your ass should be at Corny. No. Brexton's, but... Or is it Brexton's? Alright, you know what? I'll try one more. If this map is also taken... I'm gonna DC the person. I don't care. / DC command incoming. Okay, you know what? Ice sliding, respectable. Optimal. I'd probably be doing the same thing. But yeah, if you think this is bad, just imagine leaf free. Just imagine once you get the rest of the leaf free. That's why we're not going to be leaving the map, because like once you find the map, we got RSVP for days to come. I don't think I have a mega sector TP, so I'm pretty sure we can find some bum there. If all else fails, we know Donnie's at 304. Don't worry, we got one. Yeah, this is the sad reality of us heroes right now. They're just spamming rush, right? Oh, hell no! Alright. Joke's on y'all, I'm gonna be spamming shout, as we should. Yeah, I would even say paladins were kind of underwhelming, because even though you just got like a avatar skill. Oh, it's free? Fire Chubs. Let's see. Oh, it's been hours. What the hell? You're gone. Oh my god, did we miss here? Wait, we leveled up? Oh shoot. Dude, how are we missing? Oh my god, not like this, man. Oh, my earrings, duh. I knew that. I think we're one off, but good enough, man. Alright, this is why I don't come here. I just realized. Yeah, we're gonna have to do slash blast. Oh my god, man. Even our ETC inventory is pretty full. Oh, okay, for Dex. Wait, we need that. Wait, hold on. Wait, you actually Giga Brain. Boy Buzz 1208, you have a Giga Brain. How do you know I need some caper deck scrolls? Not bad. Oh man, when we get brandish, bro. Did this Coma hit from the bottom? I used the wrong skill. Wait, hold on. Oh my god, we could just literally just hold down Coma. Oh, I just gotta wait, man. Just gotta wait. Man, there's no way I'm gonna be weaving these two skills, man. Ain't no way. Yeah, this is why I prefer Gobies. Very chill. EXP is not the best, but good drops. And again, we're not busted, so we can't like two-hit these things with the rush. But yo, how many of y'all, as we speak, are making that Buccaneer mule? Not because you want to use Kamehameha or anything, but just because of the dice buff and SI. I don't blame y'all. I'm just kind of wondering how much stats that dice buff gives you, like if you roll a 7. Is it on par, or better, or worse than Sharp Eyes? I don't know, the Woody Off. Oh, a cape? Wait! If this is 7 out of 7, I'm slamming a 30 right now. Garbage. You made too many. Do you have all the buffs? I was gonna say like, oh, maybe the dice buffs stack, but I'm pretty sure they don't. Like stack with each other. That'd be kind of too broken. You can get a fake HS. Actually, no, the real HS. That actually works solo. You can get that. Damage buff as well. And the crit damage buff. Man, this is garbage, bro. Dice? Oh, notice how you said dice and not SI. Because you would assume dice with SI, right? Ooh, so someone made a outlaw, right? Say it ain't so. You gotta remake, brother. I'll have fun training up a brawler. Second job. Oh my god. I do not want to go through that again. I don't know. I'm kind of looking forward to Leaf Free, not because of the monsters or anything, but because of the potential like party, right? It would be kind of maybe the whole like training at cheap grades would be revived again. You know what I mean? Especially at Newts. I'm unsure about Wyvers and Skellies, but definitely Newts. Like, even if it's just a party of one, you know, me, myself, and I mean, come on now. You can add like a bishop there for once, you know? Get that functional HS. Ideally, it's a situation where like no one has to bring a mule. Like you have a Buccaneer there, which is me. You have some form of a hero. That could also be me, but it can't be us, unfortunately. Yeah, Bishop, Hero. I don't think you care about HB, to be honest. So who cares about DKs? But Buck, Hero, Bishop. What else is there? Some form of archer. Hopefully a marksman. That's pretty much all you need, right? The bare minimum. Everyone else is just a bonus. Gunship OP now. Gunship is balanced. So for the job stuff, like all memes aside, they're pretty much balanced. It's just like, you know, the whole situation with Bowmaster's Aerostorm. That might not be a problem, but I think it would be down the line. Because I'm a firm believer, whether it's Chronostory or Classic World, I'm pretty sure the cap is not just for his job. Whether they do 5th job or some hyperskill variant in Classic World, like however else they want to call that whole like job system, like it's not going to be capped at 4th job. I'll tell you that for sure. Like it won't happen immediately, but if we get there, the level cap is not going to be 200. Unless like somehow you make the EXP curves like so weird, like it's kind of impossible to hit to 200. But I'm pretty sure someone out there like Niru will hit 200. Like I'm pretty sure. Doesn't matter how grindy, you could have like 1% of how the XP curve originally was, and some madman or woman out there will achieve it. For a job, so all the teasers have been released, but nothing is set in stone just quite yet. Soon. Hopefully at the timer on stream, hopefully we get 4th job before it hits 0, but you know, it's not an official timer or anything. Hey man, I called out the order for the teasers. Hey baby, I'm right. Bowmaster OP for grinding? I never thought I would hear that. Normally I would hear marksman's good for both, but yeah, and those will always be good for bossing, man. Like that's just a universal truth, and those will always be relevant, whether it's Nexon spilling the pocket, you know, outside of Chronostory. Like, there'll always be Nexon's poster child. Because, like, it's hard to convert NL to anything else, right? Like, they can't be support class. But I feel like there should be some risk that comes with being a glass cannon, you know what I mean? Overly squishy. Technically, that's how Corsairs were back in the day, right? With the HP on the battleship. Because like a problem with having a level cap is like you're also capping content, right? That means like you can't make anything stronger. It also means that you can't add other skills to the game, right? I guess technically you can, but like how are you supposed to unlock them? Like if you, for example, try to provide better skills that are locked behind bosses, even the bosses themselves are kind of level capped. Unless, you know, you take the RuneScape approach where like you need certain gear that's more efficient to kill the bosses. But gear progression in MapleStory's been pretty much streamlined. There's no like variety. Everyone uses the same core pieces. 250, yeah. So for Chronostory, there's no level cap here. Like, honestly, even though, like... I would assume you're getting AP still, right? Beyond 200? Like, even if you take it off the AP, like, you don't get any bonuses, but just for, you know, just for the levels. That's still okay, because, like... One issue I had with MapleStory is, like, you hit level cap, okay, what are you gonna do? Everything you do in game, you don't get any... You can't track your XP anymore. So I'm assuming you still get AP, right? Beyond 200? But even if you didn't, at least in Chronostory, at least, like, if you're playing the game, it doesn't feel like you're punished, right? Because visually, you're getting something out of just playing the game. Even though you're 200 or beyond that. Now, some of the thing with RuneScape, but like, the cap is 99, but technically it's 120, right? Even though, like, levels past 99 doesn't, like, really improve your rates, I believe, right? Like, capping the levels is like, you're putting a ceiling. You're imposing an artificial ceiling on your game. That's why it's so hard to keep a level cap. Like, how else are you gonna introduce better, stronger things into the game? At least for something like MapleStory, like, in addition to the armor, like, progression, where it's very much streamlined, like, how else are you gonna implement it? Lock behind this quest? I don't know, like... If you introduce a challenging monster, like... I guess at this point you're just grinding for levels? Maybe? I don't know, but it's just so weird. Like, there's nothing that you need to do that takes you to the next level. Whether it's like a new boss or upgrade of some sort, whether it's your own skills or equips. It's pretty stale. Like, unless like there's some like armor diversity from MapleStory, something like RuneScape, or I guess WoW too, right? And it's pretty difficult to implement new things into the game. I don't know, because there's some people who play pirate servers, they're absolutely fine with just having a cap at Pink Bean, Cygnus, or Horntail, where like whatever the cap is for that server is. I would not be fulfilled with that. Now the game is just done, like, at that point you're just maintaining it. You're rarely adding anything new, like... Dragon Blood, I'm not gonna use it here because... I'm not really fishing for a race today. I guess I'll do one more map. Because I will go back to Red Drakes here and there, because I do want to get as much of Drake's blood. Let's see, we got the dragon food from Leafy, right? From OSM, I believe they gave +7 attack for 20 minutes? And this is just +1, but +1 is basically +2 on a hero. Possibly 2.25 on the hero after combo attack, 4th job combo attack, and it adds up. I already know I'm gonna be eating these Drake's blood, because I'll be using them every time the 5 minutes are up. Like, they're gonna fly by quick, man. Because I'm be using it, because I haven't been using on the Buccaneer, but I will start to be using on the Buccaneer. So I gotta share between the hero and the Buccaneer. Like, yeah, I'm gonna zero out in no time, man. Because, like, when I started Chronostory, I initially thought the level cap was 200. And then when someone mentioned to me like, oh, there's a 201. I'm like, there's no way. That's a cap. That's a bug. Like, once they hit 205, then they'll believe it. Lo and behold, it hit 210. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm a believer now. No, it's good to know that you get AP. I wasn't too sure if you still get AP beyond 200. That's good to know now. But even then, I still wouldn't be grinding out levels. I really hope, like, the Leafy maps will, like, invite party grinding again. Because I believe right now, currently in Chronostory, the last party grind area is literally Chief Grays, right? And after that, they're pretty much non-existent. Oh, what the? What is this? Alright, here we go. Clank alert, clank alert. I'm gonna need this weapon attack buff. Don't mind if I do. Dude, what? Is that an 8? Oh, give me this buff. Hey, yo, who needs Drake's blood? I got one for 5 minutes right here. You know what? I'm gonna use a Drake's blood. Damn, plus 20 weapon attack? Just like that. Not bad. Okay. I mean, of course, Jose, good job, good job. We didn't get caught. I already know. I'm just a voiceover, right? Jose's the one playing the game. I'm just a voiceover. Hey, yo, that means there's someone in this channel. Wait, hold up. Who was it? Who was it? I don't know, man. One of these goons. They hit me with the lie detector. You know what? Please feel free to lie detector me on my hero, because I can use a plus 10 weapon attack. Yeah. Any other character? Please no. $90 mil an hour? Yeah, that's with abusing the HS bug too. That's why I'm saying, like, if you really want to have level integrity in the game, you're gonna have to wipe. Or, like, punish the people who did abuse the HS bug that hasn't been patched in how long. But they're not going to. Because again, at this point, levels don't really matter too much per se. Nice for now. Who knows if they'll have some relevance in the future, but... Like, it's really simple to find out who's using the HS bug, right? But back then, just look at their EXP rates now compared to back then. Is there any significant differences? If so, there's your answer. Look, is that the dude that triggered the lie detector? Hey, yo, can you use it on me one more time? I only have 2.5 minutes on my buff. Please and thank you. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, but even then, like, I'm not gonna dismiss the fact that it takes that long to level up. But that is peanuts compared to GMS, man. Like, if you really want to grind, you can play GMS, man. Even though there's a lot of people who are notorious for clanking, I mean... It's like how many hours for... I think right now I'm at current level. It's easily over 100 for one level. Past 290. I can't even imagine how it is from 295. Oh my god. But they're gonna be easier with this summer update. I believe this is also the update where they introduce, I want to say 4x coupons more frequently. Not to mention, like, you get more passives for EXP bonuses, so definitely gets easier. And this is on reboot. It's a lot easier on reg with triple the spawn rate. Basically, it's similar to like how Chronostory spawn rate is, but even better. Very similar, I would say. Yeah, getting to 200. Oh my god, with this I'm not too sure. Is the EXP curve like similar to how it was back then, or is it modified? That I don't really know, but I don't think there's even echo, right? There's no echo in the game yet. It's like 200 for like the red dragon mount, right? The level 200 mount. Like, that would be my prime motivator to hit level 200. I know down the line they'll probably be added into the game. Okay, I said I'm gonna do another map earlier, but I probably won't. I'm actually gonna call it pretty soon. But not bad, we hit half a level just from us like wandering around. I think we got most of our XP here, to be honest. That's the funny part. But before we end things, let me see if I can scroll something. I do know these guys drop overalls, but I don't think we got anything worthy to scroll. Oh, speaking of the bamboo hat, do you guys see that post on Reddit? Oh my... Dude, I have to show this. Oh my god. So apparently this guy was at like an anime convention and they dressed up as a Dexless warrior. Dude, look at the size of this guy's hat. Hold up. Where is it? Here it is. Oh my god, look at this, man. That is the biggest blue bamboo hat I've ever seen. The blue strainer, I say. Oh my god. That is too cool, man. I love it. Holy. But I don't think I have... Please tell me I have something to scroll. Doesn't look like bamboo. Hey, man, he tried. You can be a hater. Oh, I don't have anything to 30, man. This sucks that I can't even scroll like other equipment because I don't have a thief, so I can't scroll it. Wait, do I have a blue bamboo hat? Ah, there's no way, right? Damn. 23 Dark Bazura? I'm trying, man. Wait, we have a pallet? Wait, maybe we can make a better thief shield. Ooh, wait just a minute. I think we'll do that. I really don't have anything that's worthy. See, so we did make a 12 attack pallet. I think we passed 230s on this. Alright, this will be pretty quick. You got one max luck pallet. Alright. You already know the drill. Wait, did I not get it? Oh, my inventory's full, huh? Damn. Whether this pass... Wait, did we not buy it again? Alright, there's no way. Whether this pass or fails, hope y'all have a good rest of your day.